Stop making this one remote work mistake that's slowly destroying your marriage. So here's what happened to my friend Lisa last week. She's been working from home for 3 years now, and she thought she had it all figured out. But then her husband sat her down and said something that completely broke her heart. He said, "Lisa, I feel like I'm married to your laptop, not you." And that hit her like a truck because she realized she'd been making the same mistake that 90% of remote workers make without even knowing it. See, Lisa thought being available 24/7 would make her look dedicated. She'd answer emails during dinner, take calls during her kid's bedtime story, and even respond to Slack messages at 11 p.m. But here's what she didn't realize. Every time she chose work over family time, she was sending a message that work was more important than the people she loved most. And it wasn't just affecting her marriage. Her 8-year-old daughter started saying things like, "Mommy, can you put your computer away so we can play?" That's when Lisa discovered something that changed everything. The most successful remote workers aren't the ones who work the longest hours. They're the ones who create what I call sacred boundaries. Think about it like this. When you worked in an office, you had natural barriers. You couldn't take work calls during your commute home. You couldn't answer emails while tucking your kids into bed. But when your office became your living room, those barriers disappeared. And without barriers, work becomes like water. It flows into every corner of your life until there's no space left for anything else. But here's the crazy part. Lisa thought setting boundaries would hurt her career. She was terrified her boss would think she wasn't committed. So she kept saying yes to everything: late night calls, weekend emails, urgent projects that weren't really urgent. And you know what happened? Her work quality actually got worse because when you're constantly switching between work mode and family mode, your brain never gets to fully focus on either one. It's like trying to have two conversations at the same time. You end up doing both poorly. But then Lisa learned about something called the boundary shield method. It's a simple system that creates physical and mental barriers between work time and family time, and it doesn't require working fewer hours or being less dedicated to your job. In fact, it makes you more valuable at work because you show up focused and energized instead of scattered and exhausted. Within 30 days of using this method, Lisa's marriage completely transformed. Her husband stopped feeling ignored. Her daughter got her mom back. And surprisingly, her boss started respecting her more, not less. Because when you protect your personal time, people assume your work time is valuable too. But here's what most people don't understand about remote work boundaries. You can't just decide to be better at work life balance. That's like deciding to be better at playing piano without learning the actual notes. You need specific systems, exact scripts for difficult conversations with your boss, clear rules for when and how you'll respond to messages, and a physical setup that helps your brain switch between work mode and home mode. Most importantly, you need to understand that setting boundaries isn't selfish, it's necessary. Because when work takes over your entire life, everyone suffers. Your spouse feels neglected, your kids learn that work is more important than family, and you lose yourself in the process. But when you create clear boundaries, something magical happens. Your family gets the best version of you, your work gets your focused attention, and you remember who you are outside of your job. The truth is, remote work was supposed to give us more freedom, not less. It was supposed to help us spend more time with the people we love, not turn our homes into 24/7 offices. But somewhere along the way, we got it backwards. We started thinking that working from home meant we should always be working. And that's destroying families across the country. Right now, there are thousands of remote workers who feel exactly like Lisa did, torn between work demands and family needs, guilty no matter what choice they make, exhausted from never being able to fully relax. If that sounds like you, you're not alone. And more importantly, it's not your fault. Companies pushed everyone into remote work without teaching us how to do it properly. Society tells us we should be grateful for the flexibility while expecting us to be available around the clock. The system is broken, but you don't have to stay trapped in it because there's a better way. A way to excel at work while being fully present for your family. A way to feel proud of both your career and your relationships. But it requires making a choice. You can keep doing what you're doing and hope things get better on their own. Or you can learn the systems that successful remote workers use to protect both their careers and their families. The question is, how much longer are you willing to let work steal precious moments with the people you love most? Because every day you wait, those moments are gone forever. Your kids are growing up, your relationships are suffering, and you're missing out on the life you're working so hard to build. The choice is yours. But remember, the people who love you are watching, and they're hoping you'll choose them.